Why is it so empty? I wonder. Can somebody explain me what's going on here with food in this small historical town, Murom? I see a little bit of meat, and that's all. We are not fashionable because we try to keep our traditions, and still our families are one man plus one woman.
Вот эти сыры 3 месяца,
А
эти полгода.
These are young kind of cheeses. These are old, have a year. Great.
Это кур.
My dear friends, the main point of my destination today is small town with long history, small town Murom, located in Vladimir region. It's so windy today. Can you hear me well? Hey, hello everybody. This is Marina and channel Made in RUSSLAND. And we are exploring Russian provincial towns. I know you like it. The first station today is gasoline station, Lukoil gasoline station. My dear viewers, in my previous videos I got too much comments that Russians are like savages. You don't have toilets, you don't have highways, how you live in your medieval Russia. So today I show you medieval Russia. You're welcome. Let's refresh prices, okay, for gasoline. Russian savages live like this. Not bad, yes. We are far from capital. It took me 2.5 hours to get from Moscow till this point of my trip. You see prices? The best gasoline costs 67 rubles for 1 liter. And the cheapest 52 rubles for 1 liter. It's $0.50 for 1 liter for rather good gasoline. My dear friends, please write down in comments the price for 1 liter of gasoline in your country. It's very interesting for me. And please don't call Russians medieval people anymore. I am kidding. And yes, guys, there are so many restrooms in Russia, of course, for sure, no doubt. The toilets were stolen in Ukraine, first of all. And now it's time to buy a snack. And I'm looking for something very interesting. For example, as usual, Dobry Cola is very attractive. You see, it's without sugar, but I won't buy it today because it's early morning. Coffee and maybe cake. What would you suggest, please? Oh, fresh croissant. No, I don't see croissants, sandwiches and pies. here. Croissants are there. Oi. My choice for today is brownie cake and fresh orange juice. You know, many savages prefer orange fresh juice in the morning. This is the main cathedral of Murom. It was built in the middle of the 18th century in stone. If my memory serves me right, it's really unique example of Orthodox culture. The main street of this town, Murom, is so charming. Just have a look. Its name is Moskovskaya Street or Moscow Street. It received its current appearance in the first half of the 19th century. '19th century, guys. And you can notice that many buildings are in neoclassical and eclectic styles. These buildings belonged mainly to merchants and wealthy burghers. As in Europe, I remember that in Europe there were the same situation in ancient cities. 2-story buildings of wealthy people of 18th, 19th centuries, and shops are located on the first floor. And people lived on the second floor. The same. Very clean and very cozy town. My dear viewers, Murom is a motherland of kolache. Have a look. White bread in the form of a ring has been baked here since the middle of the 16th century, and for sure it's no surprise that the monument to kolache is installed here. And special sensors are built into these uncomplicated looking sculptures, thanks to which the surface of this kolache, of this bakery product, remains warm in any weather. You know, guys, savages adore warm bread. Yeah, it's really warm. Until the middle of the 19th century, the residents of Murom had to run to the river for water every day. There was no running water in this town. And, you know, guys, Russian people have been used to washing every day since ancient times. Just compare the situation with washing in medieval Europe, where no one ever washed at all. And to make people's life easier, in the 1960s, this water tower was built in the city center. The water tower is a civilization already. And for a long time, this tower remained the tallest building in Murom. So it was used as a fire tower as well. Inhabitants say that the water here is better than the running water at home. Чистое, да? It's really clean, just have a look. My dear viewers, have a look. It's a copy of armored train, Ilya muromets. And the real armored train took part in the Great Patriotic War, and it managed to reach Germany, destroyed one enemy armored train, 7 aircrafts, 14 guns, 36 firing points, more than 800 Nazi soldiers and officers, and it itself did not receive any serious damage during the war. Great, yes? The history repeats itself. The life in provincial cities is very, very quiet, and it flows like in previous centuries. Not like in Moscow, where everybody's running and running and running and earning money. This is really quiet place, full of Russian spirit. Gosh, Russian epic hero Ilya Muromets. Nice to see you.
Молодцы! Да красные девицы, вы примите слово доброе. Слово доброе — это поклон земной от богатыря русского Ильи Муромца. Да позвольте мне в этот добрый день до светлый час приветствовать вас на святой Муромской земле. Старцы, стать на защиту земли русской от ворога ненавистного. Откликнулся на их просьбу. Зарумяные. И как истори повелось на Руси, гостей хлебом солью встречать, да добрым словом привечать уж. Вы, гостюшки, не откажите.
Do you know this tradition?
Примите.
Bread with salt. Каравай with salt.
Да, спасибо. Спасибо. Ну что, поглядели на калачик? Облизнулись?
Kalach is such a famous bread here. It's even depicted on the coat arms of this small town, small but ancient and famous and unique town, Murom. Remember this name. This small town, Murom, is very, very, very old. It was founded in, attention, 862. And for sure, even the local market looks like, not a local market, but like merchant rows. Let's have a look what's inside. Oh my gosh, it is so unusual to see such a cozy small markets. Oh, just have a look. But, guys, if you're watching my video right now, it means that you are foodie, like me. That's why I'm looking for food. I'm interested in food market. And you? Where is it? Locals explained me. This was the place of old market. And now, this is a new market, new building. Let's see what's there and check out the prices. I'm surprised. Where is all the food? Is it Central Market? Really? Oh. Why? It's all empty, almost empty. Or they don't eat food here. Nothing. My dear viewers, Central local market is under restoring works. What can I do? I will show for you something I see. Just one small shop with vegetables and sausages and meat, and that's all. Let's see. Okay, to buy and eat food from Uzbekistan is normal nowadays, is a regular practice. So we like to eat dry fruit and nuts And I see prices are really very, very low. For example, $4.50 for nuts, for walnuts, and 1 kilo of dried apricots, about $3.50. Very, very small prices. As for peeled nuts, so almond is $9 for 1 kilo. Yeah, really good for provincial town. And what about vegetables and fruit? So cucumbers, $1.50. Very good tomatoes, about $3 for kilo. And what about strawberry? $2.50 for 1 pack. Yeah, and that's all. That's all we have. As for eggs, let's see. Prices are like in Moscow, $1.50 for 10 eggs. And I see candies here, and sausages and meat. A little bit of dairy products, again sausages, and I don't know what to show you. Yeah, I see rather good meat. Let's see something. Prices are really low, less than $4 for 1 kilo of pork. People are so funny and kind here. You see what they sell? Lungs for 200 rubles for kilo, it's $2. And liver. Liver is for healthy lifestyle, $6 for 1 kilo. Yeah, looks rather good. Guys, I hope after 1 year here will be food paradise. It's really under restoring work. It's a pity, but I have to come back to the sightseeing of this wonderful small town. It's way better than to film empty shelves for you. What to make of that? Have a look at this amazing small flea market, full of relics of the past and necessary things. Yeah. For people who collect coins and different old things, or old samovars, you can come here to Murom and choose very necessary things for your collection. I'm not an expert in it at all. Every self-respecting medieval town or city had to build Orthodox monastery. This is Trinity Monastery, and the first mansion dates back to 1643. Just have a look, my dear viewers. It's very, very windy today. So, at that time, in the middle of 17th century, the Holy Trinity Stone Cathedral was built on the place of wooden church. And, my dear viewers, this monastery is well known for the fact that the relics of Saints Peter and Fevronia of Murom, who are revered in our country as patrons of family and marriage, are kept within its walls. And now I would like to buy candles for visiting the church. Let's do it together. Yeah, you see now I have candles. I put it at home and here in this wonderful, terrific church. My dear friends, what do you think? The patrons of which families are Peter and Fevronia? Of course, traditional families. Because in Russia, family is a man and a woman. Yes, guys, we are not fashionable. We are medieval. But we still keep our traditions. Thanks to our beloved president, Mr. Putin, he supports us in keeping these Russian, old, medieval, ancient traditions. And yes, in May we have May parade, not gay parade, and we are proud of it because we keep the purity of our nation. Write down in comments under this video what do you make of that. I'm really interested in your opinion. These are our saints Peter and Fevronia, and we celebrate the Day of Lovers on the 8th of July, not 14th of February. This is the day of these saints, the 8th of July. I think this market near the monastery is way better than the central market. Здравствуйте. Great. Everything is homemade. Homemade and handmade by monks. Different kinds of cheeses and sour cream, handmade yogurt and fat. How can Russians imagine their lives without salad? Ukrainians. Yes. Ukrainian fat. Yeah, people say Ukrainian fat. Great. And sausages. Let me sniff. It smells so attractive.
Это настоящее все.
All is natural here. The second monastery for today is Annunciation Monastery, male monastery. The history is very interesting. You know, Ivan the Terrible prayed here in Murom city before conquering Tatars Kazan. And after the victory, he gave a lot of billions rubles to Murom to build churches, to build monasteries. It's not prohibited to film here, and I want you to show the prices for candles. So you can choose 30 rubles or 50 rubles, 30 cents or 50 cents, as you wish. Travelers are attracted here not only by wonderful monuments, for example, to Russian epic hero Ilya Muromets, and not only by ancient churches and great deal of monasteries. It looks gorgeous. But travelers are attracted here by wonderful Oka River, very picturesque. Its length is 1,500 kilometers. And this Oka River separates two regions of Russia, Vladimir region and Nizhny Novgorod region. And can you see the railway bridge? Bridge connects two regions of Russia. Will you guess what regions? The third monastery for today is Спасо-Преображенский male monastery. And my dear viewers, before the war with Napoleon, especially revered icons were kept here. The French troops couldn't find icons, but they tried to rob church utensils and carried it to France. And you are still talking this nonsense. Russians are stealing microwaves or toilets from Ukraine. It's funny. Have a look what I bought. It's monastery bread.